Just now, I was doing some trials with text generation with RNN as well as a Markov chain. So I did based on the TensorFlow's tutorial, which is on this one is basically the simplest tutorial, which is a character-based model taken from Kapati's blog. Okay, I mean in the actual blog, he actually coded his own RNN, but here they actually use the TensorFlow model for the RNN. Okay, so now that was okay. Let me just run all cells again. So change runtime type GPU. Okay, let's run all. Okay, so just now, based on some preliminary analysis, it seems that the Markov chain method actually generates quite decent text. So you can see this is like if you train for 30 epochs for RNN, it generates that text. Okay, I wonder if my output is gone. Okay, I think it's gone. Yeah, just now I had the output here. No biggie. Okay, we will just let the oops. Okay, my computer is lagging again. Yeah, so basically, this was the data set that was generated. Okay, then this is like the length of the text. These are the characters. Okay, so right now, what I would like to do is I would like to actually compile the entire parts of the RNN site and the Markov chain site as a separate like end-to-end system so that I can like easily run the whole thing. Okay, so in order to do that, what I'll do is I will need to just copy and paste the stuff that is required because actually there's a lot of stuff here that is like kind of redundant. Just like over here, you see. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it's actually running pretty fast. Okay, now it's training the model right now with 10 epochs. Okay, so what right now what I like to do is okay, this one step thing doesn't need to change. Okay, let's see. I wonder what's the easiest way to do it. I mean, it might be just to create a new notebook and then just copy and paste the code there. Okay, or I could just like delete stuff. But okay, either way, one thing we could do is we could just change this file path later, and then based on when we change the file path, okay, that should actually give you a uh, different code altogether. So let's duplicate this notebook, save a copy in Drive maybe. Okay, then we have this copy in Drive. We can edit this copy here. So we could have like multiple notebooks, one for each. Now that works out. Yeah, that works out. So maybe over here, we can actually do another data set. So let's find another data set, text data sets. I don't think I would like any normal. I like to have like some news data set maybe. Okay, news. Okay, maybe we take this Reuters text. Wow, this is huge. Okay, this is huge. Yeah, maybe I'll just take this data set. Reuters text categorization. Oops. Okay, don't think I can download that. Okay, maybe I should just make it more specific text generation data set. Oh, there's GAN-based approach for text generation. I didn't know that. Okay, let me see whether I can get a data set here. Actually, I think Hugging Face would have a lot of data set. Yeah, maybe CNN, Daily Mail. Or what's this? No, no, this is not the one. I don't want Daily Dialogue also because Daily Dialogue is like a little interesting. Yeah, you can have this. Ah, I've seen this paper before. So also they did on this dialogue generation. Okay. No, actually, I don't really want like I would like just to have like a nice text file that I can use it to generate text on. Yeah, maybe like Game of Thrones text. Okay, let's see. What's this though? What's this Game of Thrones? Okay, but this is very similar to the Shakespeare one. I don't really want this. Maybe I could have like a news article data set text generation. News generation, yes. Okay, let's try this. News generation. Generate larger segments of text with constant topic and evolving story. All right. Fake news, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's see whether we can have the data set. Code. Hmm, Where's their text file? I just want the text file. I don't want the. Looks like they don't have a text file. Okay, news article compilation maybe. Text. I'm pretty sure there's a data set somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I like to just take a nice data set for text and then let the RNN like, okay, this might work out. Okay, how about this? Let's go to Keras text data sets. Okay, I mean we see what Keras has. Okay, because I would like to just take some text from I don't know, maybe TensorFlow might have some data sets that we can use that is not Shakespeare based because I think Shakespeare is very easy to generate like fake words. Yeah, let's see whether we can have. Yeah, movie reviews is also a little. Okay, let's see. Text data set. Come on. Okay, TensorFlow dataset text. There must be some data set for there must be some data set for news, right? I'm pretty sure there is. This is a Stack Overflow data set. tf.keras.utils.text. No, 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 this is not the one. This is not the one. I don't believe there isn't. So let's see whether there's other data sets that TensorFlow has. Okay, audio is this one. Great. Image. Okay, there must be a text data set somewhere that I can just take. There we go. Summarization. Uh, Text. Okay, how about this text? Let's pick one. I don't want to do math. Maybe. Oh, well, Wikipedia might be quite big, the data set. How about this AG news subset? 1 million. Oh my gosh, 1 million news articles. Wow, this is huge. No, I don't want a classification data set. What's the Wikipedia one? I'm just finding a nice data set for this. Okay, let's see the first notebook that I did. Okay, so this should have run finished already. And using the RNN itself for 10 epochs. Actually, the RNN is it's not too bad. You see, I mean, it looks pretty decent. Yeah, but you see, like, if you use a character based, I mean, there's some words that doesn't look like words for Cravio's sister. Okay, I mean, this wasn't that great. This was with 5 epochs. For the Markov chain method, oh, D is not, oh, I should delete this thing here. This one, we use n equals to 5. Then we can see this is using the Markov chain, and every 5 characters, it predicts the next character. So actually, it's not too bad, right? If you look at it. So now let's see whether we can get a better data set to try it on. I'm just afraid if I use the Wikipedia, look at the size of this data set. I mean, they do have a huge data set for Wikipedia. This one we could try it next time. Okay, but I'll just like to use a very simple. Okay, how about this? Let's just get a news article. Okay, maybe this Russia and Ukraine looking for compromise in peace talks. Okay, let's just take this news article. Copy and paste this whole thing. Okay, so actually it's quite a small data set because like, oh wow, there's actually more. Okay, so let me just create a text file. So I'm not sure whether you can see me creating the text file, but I'm actually just copying and pasting the news article into a text file now. So I'm just gonna take, because I want it to train fast. Okay, if we use the entire Wikipedia dataset, it will take forever to train. You know, deep learning uses a lot of. Okay, let's just use this article. Okay, I'm just saving a text file right now. and this I will just call it news. Yeah, so this contains just one news article. Okay, and what I'll do is I will import this news file. Okay, I have too many sessions, so I need to terminate this. So runtime, how do I interrupt execution? Maybe I change the runtime type, none. Okay, so this was the Shakespeare text. Now let's check it out to see how we can generate a news text. Okay, so let's see. Where's my news article? Okay, so I need to find out where I saved it. News article. So I created a news text. Okay, but now what I need to do is I need to connect to a runtime. Okay, now we connect to a runtime first. Okay, let's just delete this. This one, let me just save, download the Python notebook. Okay, all right, let's terminate this one. Okay, runtime, change runtime type, GPU. Okay, so let's connect to a runtime. Okay, so that we can have some, yep, so we have this file here. Let me just drag it in, news.txt. I wonder if you can see this news.txt. So this was the Ukraine news that I just downloaded. Okay, this doesn't look correct. Let me check my file again. Okay, so it turns out that it was originally an RTF file, so I need to, so I've changed it to a text file. Let me try to save as a text file instead. File, save. You know what? Actually, I can just put the text in here, right? I don't have to generate the text myself, right? I could just use here. Okay, then path to file. Okay, so over here we can just skip this. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just manually put the text inside here. Okay, so it may be better to use the file method. Okay, so for that I need to create a news.txt. Let me try to create one. New file, news.txt. Open this and paste it here. Okay, so we have our, I should have just done this earlier. Mac doesn't have a text document, so it was hard to do it. So this was the text for Reuters. Okay, so there's only one article. Okay, it will probably be very biased. Okay, this is the Ukraine article. Okay, so let us see the text first. Okay, so pf-reduce.get file, Shakespeare. Okay, so we just call it news.txt. Okay, and then over here, Okay, we don't need this now. We just take this. Okay, so it's 7256 characters for this Ukraine text. So it contains like already all the letters already. So let's see what kind of stuff it will generate. Okay, this is the first line. New talk of compromise from Moscow and what? Blah blah blah. Lifted hope for potential breakthrough after 3 weeks of war. Okay. Okay, so let's just run this whole thing. Okay, and see like how the RNN handles this. I probably should give it more articles. You see over here, these are the sequences right now. So let's just like see how the RNN like prints out this. So just give you a full screen so that you can see. So the training the model. Okay, we have done. Now we execute the 10 epochs. Here we will. Well, okay, it's actually pretty fast because there's only like 7,000 characters. So what I'm afraid is that the news text might be like super biased to that one news article because like we only use one. So maybe later I'll use more than one article. Okay, so let's see how this generates the text. So if it's just a character-based model, it turns out that it looks quite crappy with just 7,000 characters. Because like if we only have 7,000 characters, I don't think. Okay, maybe we should train this a bit more because like I guess the data set is small, and if we just look through every 100 characters, it may be too. But it doesn't look like it's learning though. Like so, you can see the RNN needs a bit of configuration. Okay, let's see the generated text. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. So with only 7,000 text characters, it turns out that it doesn't look very great for an RNN. I guess it may be because there's just not enough training data. All right, so now let's try the Markov chain method. Okay, where we just take the Markov chain and then generate the distribution. Oops. Yeah, we should delete this. I mean, if you're interested to find out like how this is done and everything, you can check out the previous stream because I explain in detail. This stream I just playing around and I'm seeing like, oh, not bad. Romeo, more than expected leaders of bigger city under bombardment wish to an artificial say Moscow's true aim was no immediately able to gain continue. It doesn't really make sense, right? I mean, Sweden both Moscow's true aim was reaching aim. Shares instead amounting hashtag careers learn absolutely able to cap out more. Go after what idea? This is a variant that is the city. Let me just check whether like this is a variant appears in this news.text. This is a variant. It's pretty good actually, the RNN model. I mean, it looks pretty nice, right? If you look at it, with just very small amounts of data, it can actually generate something decent, right? Deputy Prime Minister Sergei Lavrov. Let's see whether the Prime Minister is called Sergei Lavrov in the dataset. Okay, let's see. I mean, it looks like there isn't such a word there, right? said Russian foreign debt since World War era non-aligned state. They are out more. Yeah, okay. The sentences don't really make sense here because it's like a character level. Ukrainian forces have more military alliance. Ukrainian, but it's not bad. I mean, at least the words for a Markov chain of like five looks pretty nice already, right? Don't you think so? Yeah. Just seeing whether like this like deputy prime minister thing is here. I mean, maybe if I look at the original article, where did he get the deputy prime minister from? I'm just curious. Yeah. So actually, if there's very little data, a Markov chain generation might be more realistic because like it can sample quite well the distribution. Ah, there we go. Oh, it's Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Okay, but over here they mix and match. It becomes Deputy Prime Minister Sergei Lavrov. Let's see foreign debt. First default on foreign debt since the so it looks like it doesn't really it's not exactly like copy and paste wholesale. Okay, how about this? Let's copy and paste like maybe a few more articles. Okay, so that I mean that may give us like a, a better kind of understanding of what's going on. So maybe yeah, how about this? United States House Republicans who challenge Biden's win are losing lots of corporate cash. I have no idea what this article is on about, but okay, let's just copy and paste this. Copy. Okay, I mean by right you're supposed to do like this on like you need to scrape the data online. But let me just copy and paste this. Okay, this is just so that it can run fast. Okay, copy paste. By contrast, corporations who do this. I'm just curious whether this kind of techniques work on news articles because like Shakespeare articles is too easy. So let's see. We've got members that are increasingly yeah. I guess if you have a huge data set, the chance of you having like a nice fake news kind of data set would be easier because oh there's so much text here. Okay, where was I here? Reuters analyzed the blah 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 blah. Oh, nice. Lots of text here, which is great for our learning. I wonder if the RNNs can learn this well. Okay, so that was House Republicans from US. So we have a Russian Ukraine, we have a US. Let's try one more. One more. Let's see. Why? I mean, everything is about Russia and Ukraine now. Most of them because of the war. I hope it ends soon. Yeah, I mean, it's not a. Okay, let me just pick one like non-Ukraine news if possible. Uh, okay, how about this? COVID vaccines. Okay, India rolls out COVID vaccine doses. Okay, let's copy and paste this. Okay, what's happening? Copy, paste, copy, paste. Okay, so that's all for news.text. Okay, let me just download this. Okay, so that I don't lose this. So if we can scrape the entire website, okay, then you will have a huge sample data, which is probably what Google did with their Wikipedia one. Yeah, but that data was a little too huge. Okay, I don't want to use that. So now I just take three. Okay, let me just delete this since we didn't really use this. Delete this. Okay, setup. Okay, can I see the cells that are hidden? Okay, like that. Okay, this one is download the news dataset. Okay, actually we don't really need this. Don't really need this also. Okay, because we are using our own like text file. Okay, download the news dataset. One cell hidden. How do I unhide cell? Length of text 16129. Okay, that's better. I mean, small characters now, I guess. Hmm. Okay, and the last 250 characters. Yeah, is the India COVID one. Okay, so we do have three news articles in this right now, and let's see how the RNN classifies this. Okay, I wonder if it can classify. I mean, the Shakespeare dataset was like 100 over 1,000 characters. So with only three news articles, I wonder if it's able to do it. So this is like the Ukraine article. Build the model. Yeah, deep learning is very powerful because like you can just build. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the random predictions, I guess. Untrained model. Okay, let's train the model now. Okay, let's go. 30 epochs for training. Looks like I think I might need to train it a little longer. See, like if I train it like this, the loss is still pretty high. So if we were to generate text, let's just see the text generated first. Okay, let's see the text generated. Doesn't look very great here. So maybe with a smaller data set, I need to train it longer. Let's just give it the benefit of the doubt. We just give it 100 epochs. And take a coffee break. Okay, and I mean, hopefully this makes the model train better because right now it's like outputting gibberish. Okay, using the RNN method. Yeah, I think it has too many parameters and the amount of data is probably insufficient to let the parameters be optimized. So yeah, let's just see. Yeah, if you have any questions that you want to ask like regarding RNNs or like Markov models, you can feel free to put in the chat. I'm also looking at it. Okay, if not, I would like to see. Actually, I'm very curious to see like how the news articles are generated because like we really only gave it three news articles, and you know most deep learning data sets they use like millions of articles, billions of articles. DeepMind's recent one is trillions of articles. So let's see with only three articles, like how good is it? Oh, it's not bad, right? See, it looks better already. Last season showing the lasted in the guidance. Oh, they see that it looks slightly better. Let's train another 100 epochs. You see the loss is now 0.9787. Let's train another 100 epochs. So this builds on to the earlier loss. So yeah, we want the loss to go as low as possible. So just now the RNN itself is outputting smarter language. I mean, it definitely looked a little smarter to me, at least, which is a good sign. Okay. Oh, look at this. The loss is super low now. The loss is like 0.06. Okay, that's great. Okay, because in the prediction task, we want it to go as low as possible. Okay, it's not really prediction, it's more like generating. Oh, the loss is actually very low now. Okay, I'm quite excited. How will this work? Oh, wow. Hey, not bad. Boeing withdraws a memo. Russian forces were trapped in corporate donations unlikely to replicate. So you see, they lumped Russian, okay, with Republican. Okay, I mean two unlikely categories together because I put in U.S. news, Russian news, and also I think you'll see India also because I put in India's COVID news. Aims to the election result. Republican lawmakers use to buy negotiations for potential breakthrough about Reuters. Not too great. I mean, that's why they use Shakespeare text, I guess, because like look at this character-based models. Not that great. How about we train another 100 epochs? Let's take a look. Okay, I mean, looks like the loss can actually go down further, right? Okay, I think the loss is it's not going down anymore. It's about 0.04. Okay, now we reach 3. The data set might be too small actually for this purpose, but that's what makes it fun, right? I mean, from a very very small limited data set, it's hard to generate nice samples. So perhaps when people use like GPT-3 transformers and everything, it's really maybe it's just the data set that makes it look intelligent because like there's a lot of nice articles out there. Like you can type it like what is general relativity, and then maybe someone comments on like Einstein's article, and that part because they use some form of attention, that part will get selected and then will be viewed. Okay, oh, so the loss is 0.029. Let us see. I'm quite excited to see how this works out. Okay, so this is news text. Oh, you see, now the format is there. No regrets. This looks much better actually. Hearing about the wealthy and Stephen Mary from Carworth of Western sanctions that have isolated Russian Ebonian. Okay, this is not a word, but it's getting there. Con-raising object Troy and Sefoy. Okay, doesn't make sense. Torban Wesley in the Mans legend like call special to disarmo. So this is an error. Main demands special operation to. I guess there must be a word like starting with like RMO, like armor, armor. That's why there's a O here. But then he realized that this is actually meant to be a word. Those who did not object rose to about 14 million. Okay, let's try a different starting phrase. We can just start like typing like Russian and then see what news it generates. Russian major Republican lawmakers were then back. Okay, this is like pretty horrible. Okay, over here like the two of them. This one. Then there's a vaccine here. Okay, so you can see that like the deep learning methods really is really depends heavily on our. I mean, we can see how it looks like if we type in Romeo or something. It really depends on our data set, really. Yeah, I guess I'll find a bigger news data set. Oh, actually, this looks better, right? The backup to donations, numbering, but it looks uh, like this part is okay. Voted to challenge the election result has so far collected about 4 million raised by the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. Both groups raised in 2021. Yeah, looks okay. Like over here, the slight error is like we public because there's like I guess there's a word called we, and then like somehow the we becomes Republican. Yeah, but you can see that if you train this like for maybe using a better model or something, it could be better because right now it's not exactly that great. Okay, let's take a look at our Markov chain method. Quite curious to find out. Using n equals 5 characters and expected to those who objected. I mean, okay, so let's not use like Romeo. Maybe we use Russian again. Oh, not bad. Okay, but it does not put in like a quotation marks over here because like it did not track the quotation mark. But I guess if you use RNN, if you have a start quotation mark, okay, if you have a start quotation mark, it would end with a quotation mark normally. No, no, it didn't. Okay, I would expect the maybe this RNN can be tweaked to like take in the state better because like if you implement your RNN correctly, your start and your end should match. Okay, they should know how to match the quotation marks. But you see, this is not too bad, right? I mean, this is a character level, and it can be like pretty good, I guess. Fundraising by the meetings. Let's try again. Yeah, but you see over here like 3 million refugees. Probably there's only one thing. You can see that if you use like Markov chain, like this Europe's biggest energy market authority, this looks like an exact copy, okay, of what has been there in the data set. Let's try again. Hmm. Looks not bad. Looks not bad actually. Russia did not advance, did not successful lawsuit to disarm suffering profession. Yeah. It's quite weird to read like because I only picked 3 articles. It's quite weird to see like news like Russian and over Trump's presidential area. But I guess that's because of the data set, right? Right after the right wing. Okay, so I think what I'll do is probably I'll try to find a bigger news data set and then we can see like how this works out. But based on preliminary analysis, it looks like the deep learning method loses if we use uh, too short a text for it to train on. Yeah, the Markov chain method is more robust. Maybe because I've already defined the structure in the Markov chain. But if I don't define the structure, I use an RNN, it doesn't seem to work out that well. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to work out that well. Interesting. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to create a new file. Okay, so this will be interesting. Okay, so this coding.txt, right? What I'll do is Python programming text generation. So I want to generate some text. Okay, no, I don't want this. Okay, I want to use Python language samples. Okay, let's try like gig for gigs Python programming examples. Okay, maybe I'll just take like again three program to add two numbers. Okay, like this, copy paste, copy paste. Okay, this is program to add two numbers. Program for factorial of numbers. Copy paste. Okay, another one, program for simple interest. Yeah, how about this? I mean, these programs are a little too short. Let's use something else. I guess if we have a huge program, okay, we could actually like maybe, I mean, people have mined it from GitHub. Okay, I wonder if there's a data set for that. Okay, maybe what I can do is I can just copy and paste like a few more codes. Okay, I don't know, maybe like W3 schools. I'll pick a few. I'll put both text and I mean these are very very simple stuff. I like longer text. So like maybe GitHub transformers. Let's take the transformers, hugging face transformers, and copy and paste their entire code for something. Okay, let's see. Scripts, models, Docker. Okay, let me just copy and paste the. Where's the where's their main code? There's so many codes here. Yeah, how about this? Tensorflow examples. I don't quite like this. Okay, because like it's like I need to copy and paste too many times. So TensorFlow transformer implementation. Let's just take a transformer implementation. Okay, maybe like this one, like attention is all you need, and we just take their main model, copy and paste this. Okay, so this is the transformer. Okay, I guess we can keep the first part. Yeah, these are the transformers. Okay, let's pick another model. You have any suggestions? If not, I'll just anyhow just pick another one. Test.py maybe. Maybe modules.py. Okay, I will just feed in all this. Okay, so this is called coding.txt. Let's just download this coding.txt 22018, and these are the characters. Not too bad. Okay, great. 87 unique characters. Okay, now let's train the RNN model for 100 epochs, and we see how good it is in doing our data sets. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's train it for 100 epochs and go. Okay, so the loss is quite huge now. I only gave it like the text samples from a few modules in this transformer architecture. Okay, just copy and paste this architecture a few times. Okay, and we'll see how good it is. So it looks like it's the loss is going down, which is a good sign. This kind of deep learning stuff actually is a lot of hyperparameter tuning. You just need to try. I mean, the same model can have different results, even on different data sets. You really need to like tune to each one. So I mean, if you want consistency, deep learning models are probably not the method to go for. But if you want something that can like work out of the box, can fit something nice, then I think deep learning methods are pretty nice. Oh, the loss is at 0.8. Okay, let's see with a 0.8 loss. Okay, let's generate the text. Okay, we probably shouldn't start with Russian. Maybe we should start with like fine. It's pretty bad, right? I mean, you look at it, it's pretty bad. Yeah, you look at it. 3D tensor and doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Okay, let's give it some chance. Okay, let's give it some chance. Okay, okay, let's just train for another 100 epochs. Okay, because I think the data set was a little on the low end. Yeah, I'm actually quite curious to see like if we put more state-of-the-art models like transformers, can they work using such low data, like such, because usually transformers they fit a huge data set size, and as you know, if you increase the size of the data set, you will naturally get better performance, just by pure virtue of having more examples to learn from. Yeah, but if you really have very very little data, I guess what people will do is like transfer learning to like learn that. But what if you just want to learn the statistics of that data set and generate something from there? Or very small data set. Oh, look at this. The loss is 0.06. I hope this means that the RNN has learned well and the text that it generates are good. I hope so. Let's cross our fingers and see what it looks like. All right, all right. Oh, look, multi-hit attention. Not too bad, actually, not too bad. I mean, doesn't look like it will run. Okay, doesn't look like it will run, but maybe we can just put like TensorFlow dot uh, reduce sum. I wonder if there's a reduce sum somewhere in the text. Oh, maybe not because like this version 1. Oh, you see, there is. Oh, this is actually very cool, right? Okay, there's looks like there's only CE times non-padding in the dataset. TF dot equal. Okay, how about we try something else like decoder, because I'm pretty sure there's a word decoder inside the training examples. Hmm. I mean, looks not too bad. I mean, doesn't look like it will run. Okay, because like uh, doesn't look like it will run. Try one more time. This looks better. Residual of the pin stem tensor for pedits. Yeah. So this RNN doesn't seem to do very well. See, like, okay, let's see for. Oh, is it? It's like exact. Yeah, but it doesn't really. I mean, actually, this looks pretty nice, right? Okay, I said the Russian doesn't. Let's just try decoder. Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. I wonder if this like is the same. Yeah, I guess if I were to give it like some input samples of like a particular kind of program, it should be able to get the right things out. Like over here, this definitely doesn't seem to work. Okay, maybe if I give it something else like pf dot get variable. Okay, let's try something. We try if, because if is a very popular starting for programming. Okay, maybe like uh, this is a comment. Yeah. Okay, so looks like he has learned a little bit of like stuff, but uh maybe just 5 is too little for programming. Maybe I need 20. I'm not sure. But then again, it might run the risk of overfitting if it's 20. Yeah, that's not enough. Yeah, 20 is too much. Maybe 3. Oh, actually, 3 is better than 5. I mean, look at it. Yeah, okay, but it doesn't look like it has captured quite a lot of meaning in it. It's just like it looks nice. That it looks quite decent. Okay, how about 7? 7 is nice. 7 is nice. See, at least over here is even the class transformers is out. But definitely not to the stage of like it compiling and then comes out nice text. Okay, let's give the RNN one more chance. Okay, let's give it one more chance. I'm going to train it for another 100 epochs, and then we give it another chance to let it run and generate that code. Okay, I would say that unfortunately the dataset I'm using is like super small, so I guess I'll try to find a larger text uh, dataset for programming. If not, it would be like severely like, overfitting to that very small sample that it sees. Yeah, but actually the Markov model method seems like it works pretty well for very small data sets. In fact, it works better than RNN. At least it looks more visually pleasing, although it's not still not the right structure. I don't think that if I put this in code, it will compile. Nope, it probably wouldn't. But at least it's trying. It's almost there. I mean, at least the syntax looks okay. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. All right. Now the loss is like 0.03. Let's give it another shot for this RNN. Yeah, perhaps we have to model this programming not at the character level, because like the character level might be a bit too sparse. I mean, too low level. We might need to like have another RNN layer at the top to stack it up. Oh, look at that! This is great. This is great. Yeah, it looks much better now. I mean, okay, let's try to add another RNN layer. So it's like you do a double stack RNN. So it's like one RNN, a second RNN at the top. So you do a double RNN. Okay, let's modify the model a bit. Okay, where's my model? GIU2, okay. So we call it states 1 and then states 2. Okay, so I just added one more layer of GIU. Okay, I guess I don't need a states 1 or states 2 because the states will come from here. Okay, like that. States. Okay, so I just added one more. Oops. No attribute GRU1. Oh. I put self.gru here. Okay, silly me. Okay, so I'm just adding, like over here, I'm just adding one more stack of GRUs up here. Okay, so like it's like a stack GRU. Hopefully it generates better. Okay, and let's see the model summary. So it goes to a GRU and then goes to another GRU. So this is like super huge parameters. Okay, and let's see. Okay, let's see whether it works. Okay, so I'm just creating one more layer of GIU in hopes that it will fit better to the. So uh, just now it didn't turn out very well. Like just having only one layer of RNN, the text was plausible, but it doesn't look like it will compile. Okay, so I mean with the Markov models, we have sort of reached our limit. Okay, I mean unless I do like not just 5 characters, but maybe looking at chunks of 5 characters and then grouping them together, like sort of a meta Markov model. Okay, that sounds interesting, a meta Markov model. But how do we find the similarities of the text? I mean, in a RNN, it's easy to do that. You just need to stack another RNN layer on top. So, like if we look at here, okay, let me just draw over here. I wonder if I can draw. Let's see, draw. Yeah. So what we do is instead of having another GIU output here, we do another GIU here. So we add one more GIU unit here. So it is like a double GIU. Okay, like that. Oh, the drawing is laggy. Okay, but you get the idea. So yeah, I'm gonna continue the drawing. Take away draw mode. Clear all drawings. Yeah, so basically we just adding one more GIU unit on top of the basic GIU, and that's hopefully enough to make the model generate programming text better. Yeah, so let's take a look at how it looks like. Okay, we are still at epoch 57. Yeah, so I guess deep learning methods are really more powerful in the sense that they can actually get a much far-ranging representative. But of course, if we look at the more state-of-the-art methods, they don't use GIUs or LSTMs or RNNs anymore. What they do is they actually use something else. They use an attention-based module to attend to like the different words or characters, which actually helps a lot for very long-range connections. So, but I mean, just looking at this naive RNN model, you can see that uh, it does look like it's being able is able to generate pretty nice text. Okay, I mean this is a difficult data set. Okay, I mean we are using such a small data set. If you look at it, the coding data set is just like this. This Python is just like that, and some transformer class. It's really like nothing much to work on. Like this is really what we are giving it. Just like two or three inputs, and then based on this, I expect it to come out with something that I want it to mislead me into thinking that I'm what do you call it? I need to mislead me into thinking that 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 is good. Okay, so let's see this. Wow, it actually became worse after passing it through the next layer. Did I pass it correctly in this step? Looks like it's correct. Hmm. Not sure why it looks like if I do a double layer GIU, it actually looks like it's worse. Who knows? Yeah, yeah. But you see, if just using a Markov model, it looks much nicer, I would say. Yeah, looks like it's plausible also for some of them. Just that like it didn't really cater the open and close brackets nicely. Yeah, like over here, like scope itself attention also like it didn't close the brackets, so it's not that great. Yeah. Anyway, I was just playing around, just seeing how good a Markov chain generation works, and yeah, it turns out it's pretty nice. Okay, it even beats RNN when the data set is small and not that great. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I've come to the end of what I want to do. Yeah, this is just for fun, and yeah, next time I'll see you again. See what interests me. I might code those out. Okay. Bye.